How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
You feeling
So,
feeling ready?
yeah, we're just 2 weeks or 3 weeks away, so
hmm
getting closer.
Yeah, I feel like it feels like it's right around the corner. 2 weeks, I think. Maybe a little bit more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, a little more than 2 weeks. On Friday, it's 2 weeks, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look now ahead at this playoffs, is this kind of how you saw the bracket being these four fighters?
Yeah. It was a huge different because all the doping tests. So I didn't in the beginning of season I didn't see the bracket like this, but when when all was said and done for the last event in Atlanta. I expected this bracket, and I did see, yeah, I did see Silveira or Impa as the hardest opponents for the semifinal.
So when you see that you're paired up against Impa, is that kind of who you wanted to fight in the playoffs, or would you have preferred one of the other guys?
No, it doesn't matter. I still believe it's going to be me and Josh in the final. So I think Impa is it's a good match for me and a good preparation for the final. He's tough for sure, but yeah, I definitely see myself winning that fight.
When you're looking at the regular season, you have to fight for points. So you maybe your game plan might be a little different when you think I got to have a finish or maybe your second fight you're like I'm good, I don't need to go crazy. But in the playoffs you just need a win. So does that change a little bit about how you prepare for a fight or does that not change anything for you?
It's like all the fights, you expect something to happen, but then you're there and it doesn't happen. So, so I just bring my skill set, my mental attitude in there, and it happened what happened. I feel like I feel like I see myself finish these fights. So Impa is an explosive fighter. So I believe also explosive fighters can get knocked out by themselves. So I definitely believe that.
Are you kind of, I know you just said you think one thing and then something else happens, but are you thinking that this is going to be a finish or do you feel like this is going to be a 3 round war?
No, I don't believe, like, Corey Hendricks is a 3 round war guy. Hard to finish, but I see Impa, I believe me and him, it's not going 3 rounds war. I don't know how it will escalate in the fight, but I see myself like end of the day walking out of that cage very happy for the final ticket.
And you already mentioned that you feel like you see yourself in there with Josh next. How do you see his fight going with Ty? Do you feel like it's going to be a quick finish for Josh, or do you feel like it'll be another war over there?
No, I believe that fight is going to be very easy for Josh. So I think he will win by finish somehow in first or second round.
And then how do you see the two of you matching up in the finals? Or have you not let yourself kind of look that far yet?
I do look to that far because I really have this feeling about this season that it will be me and him in the final, and I want to rematch him after the our last fight, of course, and for now I have a uh, good feeling about the rematch. So yeah, and to face him in a final in the PFL would be very nice and very huge. So I still need to pick some win about this American top team, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. You mentioned just the guys from a specific gym. There's a lot of guys that come from that gym that are in the tournament or were in the tournament. And there was a little bit of controversy on the last fight with Haush and Natan, where they were paired against each other, very good friends, godfathers of each other's children, and then they kind of had not so good fight and ended up
I
getting
did see
punished
the
for that.
fight. I actually didn't see the fight, so I can't really relate
Okay.
how it was. But it must be tough to face a opponent that is your friend as well, of course. But at the end of the day, we need to believe it, and it is a sport. So it's a very difficult task, and I didn't see the matchup.
There wasn't much you could watch, to be honest. I mean, it was
What?
it was difficult. It was difficult to watch. You knew that they didn't want to hurt each other, and
Aha,
it was
okay. Then I
obvious. So
then I definitely need to see that one.
yeah, you'll have to watch it just so you can say you've seen it.
Yeah, I will. I will now.
Yeah. So I actually talked to Randy Couture yesterday and I asked him what fight he felt like was the one that fans should pay attention to. He mentioned it was you and Impa. Does that give you kind of like a little bit of like a spring in your step, knowing that there's somebody that important that has that feeling, or now is there a little bit of pressure like, man, I gotta perform?
No, it's like, to be honest, this season have felt very different for me. I believe it's the experience for the two other seasons. So I still feel like I never felt so relaxed, so calm, and enjoyed so much moments in my fights. So still now I don't think too much about the fight. I know when the fight this comes, it's going to be some nerves, ups and downs, but I really really enjoy fighting, and I really enjoy fighting for the final championship.
And there hasn't been a location announced yet for the fight. I don't know if they've told you guys, but is there does the location of a fight matter to you? I mean, is it the venue? Is it the city? Does that any of that matter to you, or do you don't really care where it's at?
No, but it will be nice if it was Europe, shorter way to travel. But I love to compete in US, and I feel now it's Texas, and yeah, last time I was Texas, it went very well. So I believe it's a good city for me.
Yeah, awesome. And last question, they announced that they are going to be doing USADA now. I know it's I don't think it's started yet for you guys. Is that something that you are excited to kind of get involved in? Do you think that's good for the sport?
Uh, so when I was wrestling, I was competing for the Norwegian national team, and then we was in something called WADA, the international entity, and then it was the same. I needed to add 1 hour a day where they can come and test me. So I did that for 4 years. So I'm pretty familiar with the system, and so yeah, I think it's good. I don't think it matters so much this year, but it will be very exciting to see next year.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
will be
I'm
fun.
excited. Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time and I will see you in Texas.
Thank you.
Awesome. Have a
See
great
you.
day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.